A couple of weeks ago now, we were shown the first official image from Jurassic World Dominion, which featured Claire, up to her chin in swamp water, seemingly hiding from a Therizinosaurus that was standing above her. It was a great image, and today Entertainment Weekly have debuted a brand new image from the movie, this time focusing on Owen. We're also no longer in a swamp, so let's take a look at this new image. It's the one with the big red horn, the pompadour, Elvis. That's right, Roland, it's the Parasaurolophus, a staple in the franchise and captured by Roland's team in The Lost World. Owen stands across from this dinosaur, holding a rope that's tied around its neck. Where else have we seen this? In The Lost World, of course. Owen is sort of doing his pose from Jurassic World that he does with the raptors, holding his hand up to calm the animal and keep its focus. Now, if you have an incredibly keen eye, you will notice that we are in a snowy environment. The first time, aside from the leaked set photos, that we're seeing what Jurassic World Dominion's snowy environments have to offer. Based on what we know about this movie and where it was filmed, this location appears to have been filmed in Mare, British Columbia, which is in Canada. We could be wrong, of course, but we think that's the case for this scene. Anyway, let's discuss it. Dinosaur wrangling. Owen just couldn't let it go. But what's happening here? Whose dinosaur is this? Well, we've seen parasaurs in all of the Jurassic movies, and even in Camp Cretaceous. The design of this one is a refresh, which could either be for no reason other than to refresh and update the design, or it could have story implications, meaning this could be a dinosaur genetically engineered by a company other than InGen. Is it Biosyn's? This could be the first dinosaur that we've seen in the franchise that hasn't come from either InGen or Masrani, and either way it's on the mainland. According to the article, the parasaurs are located somewhere in the Sierra Nevada mountain range, and we're guessing this is supposed to be one of the escaped dinosaurs from Lockwood Manor. At least, that's what's insinuated in the interview. The dinosaur itself, now, a lot of people have praised this shot, and rightfully so, but personally I don't love it. It seems a little unfinished. Maybe not, maybe it's just me, but the dinosaur doesn't look great here, especially when comparing it to the prologue sequence, and even the shot of Claire, which is just a much nicer shot. The parasaur looks a little out of place. To me, you can immediately tell that it's computer generated, but it's all subjective, of course. Anyway, accompanying this newly released photo, which came through Entertainment Weekly, was another interview with Colin giving some context to what we're seeing. Dominion takes place 4 years after the events of Fallen Kingdom. They have been multiplying and living amongst us and clashing with us. The other Jurassic Park movies pretty much have the same story, but Dominion is set all over the world, through many different environments. Wilderness, urban, desert, snow. It's exciting to see these creatures navigate environments that they weren't built to survive in. They grew up in a theme park, and now they're here. When discussing the picture of Owen itself, Colin goes on to say, "He's not too far from where the dinosaurs got out in the last film. The parasaurs are in danger of being poached. There's a lot of shady types out there who want to get their hands on dinosaurs, so he's working to protect them." So these dinosaurs are in danger of being poached. We don't yet know the overarching story here, but one thing's for sure. In Dominion, Owen and Claire are still attempting to save the big beasts, the ones that escaped Lockwood Manor at the end of Fallen Kingdom, and likely now even more dinosaurs. Where will they be taking them? The last image that was released showed Claire in the swamp, evading a Therizinosaurus. In this new Entertainment Weekly article, Colin is asked, where is Claire? I don't want to say just yet, but she's at a point where she's questioning her methods and whether she can stay safe and fulfill the responsibility that she has to the other people in her life that care about her. Is she on sauna? Is this Isla Sauna? Probably not, but it's interesting that Owen and Claire aren't together when the movie begins. In this new preview, Colin also describes Dominion as more of a science thriller. Now, of course, on paper that sounds excellent and more in line with what the original was about, but the execution is another thing, so hopefully it lives up to that. Colin also hinted that the return of Lewis Dodgson is setting him up to be the big bad character. He says he is the main villain throughout both of Crichton's novels, and I think what Campbell's done with the character is just amazing. I can't wait for people to see it. The return of Lewis Dodgson is something many fans have wanted for quite some time. The character was prominent in both of the original novels, and while only featuring as a small role in the first Jurassic Park, he unfortunately never returned for The Lost World. The company Biosyn has never been mentioned by name in the films, but were the company behind Nedry's sabotage in 1993, and will have their first on-screen appearance in Dominion. And Lewis Dodgson is now the CEO. So, lots of new info, a new picture from Dominion. We're beginning to get a good sense about what this movie will look and feel like, and it definitely is going to be incredibly diverse in locations and visual appeal. New dinosaurs, feathered dinosaurs, lore-building characters, and of course, the return of the original trio. Dominion has all of the elements to be a sequel that lives up and honors the originals, and hopefully the team behind it can accomplish that. The Claire image definitely got me more excited than this one, but I know this image has excited a lot of people, and it's great that we got to see our first true look at Owen as well as Claire now. Who thinks the next tease we get is going to feature the original trio? So what do you think of this image? Where do you think Owen will be taking these dinosaurs once he's saved them from the dirty clutches of poachers? Do you think the Sanctuary Island will be making a return? Or do you think Owen and Claire have some sort of plan to rescue these dinosaurs and return them to one of the 5 deaths?
He says.
Share with us all of your thoughts down below in that filthy little comment section. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and hit subscribe. That's it, just hit subscribe. Don't forget to check out the Jurassic Outpost store for Jurassic themed clothing, mugs, masks, and more. And check out the video description for discounts with our various partners. As always, head to JurassicOutpost.com for more news and information.